ZackAttack rocking out, and it's not often that I get a chance to answer the phone. And there's a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer on the other end of the phone, but I've got it today. It's the one and only Mr. Ace Frehley. Hello, Ace.
Hey, Zach. Nice talking to you.
You're going to be at the Paramount Theater in Anderson next Friday night.
Oh, I heard that is acoustically a great theater.
I've been there many times. I've hosted events there. It is a beautiful facility. You're going to love it.
Those old theaters sound great.
So you're getting ready to go out on tour for the weekend. How has your current tour been treating you? How's it been going?
Well, it's been a little crazy because, my album is done and it's being mastered as we speak. And if everything goes well over the weekend, the album's going to be delivered to the record company Monday. So between recording and touring, it's been pretty hectic.
So how's the new album sounding? Are fans going to be enjoying what they hear?
I think it may be the best album I've ever done to date. It's for the first time I co-wrote most of the songs with Steve Brown from Trickster. He's a great songwriter, and I'm a great songwriter, and we put our two heads together. Songs come out doubly good. He also harmonizes perfectly with me. We just, I've never really written with that many people. Most of the songs I write by myself, and I might get a little help from somebody, but this album pretty much is co-written by Steve and myself, almost every song. And it came out way better than I had anticipated. And the vocals are strong, the guitar solos are strong, the songs, the lyrics, the melodies, everything's really powerful.
It's very fitting that you're wrapping up another solo album because recently you had the anniversary of signing your first solo album deal. When you look back, did you imagine that you would have this kind of longevity with your solo career when you decided to strike out on your own?
Well, it was hard in the beginning, but now I've picked up a lot of steam. In fact, I remember when I first signed with E1 Music. Now they sold the record company to MNRK Music Group, but it's still working with the same people. But I remember, the guy that got me signed to the label, he told me that, when, before Anomaly came out, he said, a lot of people said to him, you're not even going to get the record, because, Paul and Gene have pretty much tried to destroy my credibility, by calling me a drunk and a drug addict and somebody who's not dependable. But if that were the case, how did I make 5 albums and been touring steadily for the last, 10 years plus? It doesn't make any sense. They contradict themselves all the time. Now they're putting me down and saying, if I came up and played with them on the farewell tour, it would mar their performance, or, Paul said on the Howard Stern show, you might as well call the band Piss instead of Kiss if I got up on stage with them, Well, when this album comes about, it's going to make him look like an imbecile.
I was going to say, let's focus on the positives. You talk about the drugs and alcohol. You've actually been fairly open about your journey with sobriety and what that journey has been like for you throughout your career. And it's one of the things that a lot of people look at you as, somebody they admire you for and a role model for them. How does that make you feel when you hear stories of people that look at you as kind of a role model in terms of their sobriety journeys and stuff like that?
It makes me feel great because, you can't keep it if you don't give it away. And, I talk about sobriety from time to time, maybe not as much as I used to. Because I've been sober now 17 years, so I kind of take it for granted, even though I still go to meetings and speak with my sponsor and stuff and hang out with sober people because, once you get sober, you really can't hang out with the people you used to get loaded with. It's not a good idea, but what makes me really happy is when I do meet and greets after the show, and people come up to me and give me an AA coin or ask me to rub it. Tell them they got sober because of me. They figure if Ace could do it, they could do it. So it's a wonderful feeling, and I think it's one of the reasons God has kept me alive and kicking.
So let's circle back to the ongoing tour. What can people expect when they come out and they see you perform at the Paramount in Anderson next Friday night?
Well, I'm in great shape, probably the best shape I've been in years. I'm down to 180 pounds, the same weight I was when I did the reunion tour. I'm singing and playing better than ever. I got a great backing band, and we'll be doing a lot of Ace songs, favorites that fans want to hear, and some Kiss classics. And I think everybody's going to love the show. It's pretty much a great experience for me. I just did an interview 10 minutes ago, and the interviewer asked me, do you still enjoy playing the same old songs, live? And I said, what keeps me going is making people happy, and it really doesn't matter if I'm playing the same old songs over and over again, because I see the faces of the fans in the front row, having a great time, and that's what it's all about,
So you mentioned your band. Talk a little bit about who's going to be up there on the stage with you. Give you a moment to put a spotlight on the fine folks that are going to be backing you up.
I've been working with Jeremy on lead guitar with me, and Ryan's on bass now. He used to play guitar, when I first hired him in 2018. And I had Matt Starr working with me for a while, but I ended up, my old drummer, Scott Coogan, who I worked with in 2007 for probably 9 years. And, he started getting drunk, and I fired him, and now he's been sober 2 years, because I guess I was the inspiration to him. So I hired him back, and he's playing drums, and he's got a great voice. He probably has the best voice in the band. So it's great to have it. Everybody in the band sings lead. So, you got 4 lead singers. So, we can do 3-4-part harmony. And every 2 or 3 songs, I let somebody else take on the lead vocal to give me a rest, But I sing the majority of the lead vocals, and I can still belt it out, thank God.
Well, we're looking forward to hearing you belt it out when you come to the Paramount in Anderson next Friday night. Ace, honestly, it has been a legitimate pleasure and honor for me to get to talk to you. I know you're a busy guy, so thank you for taking a few minutes out of your busy schedule to talk with me today.
All right, well, great talking to you, and I want to say hi to the fans, and I know everybody's been waiting for this new album. It's coming out in February, but it'll be worth the wait, and I can't wait to see my fans in Indiana, and I'd like you to come backstage, Zach, and say hi when we play the Anderson Theater, and God bless everybody. Rock and roll.